What's going on, guys? It's your man Griff, and listen, this is my 2023 C8 Ceramic Matrix Gray Corvette. Now listen, I haven't had a chance to get it out much yet. Had a graduation party last weekend, had an anniversary party this weekend, so I really haven't had a chance to get into it, but I am going to tell you what I know about this thing so far. Stay tuned.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your man Griff, and listen, you know what to do. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and hit that thumbs up like button. It promotes the video. Let's roll. What's going on, guys? It's your man Griff, and listen, it's a holiday weekend, so I'm not going to keep you guys too long. There's a couple things that I want to go over, my experiences with the vehicle so far. Now listen, like I said in the intro, I haven't had a chance to get into the vehicle at all, right? 2 weekends in a row, I haven't been able to get it, whether it was weather. Yeah, I'm kind of one of those prima donnas. I really don't care about the car getting wet. What I do care about is having to wash it all the time. So I just don't want to wash it. My C7, I can literally count on 2 hands how many times I ever had to wash that car because it was garage kept. I kept, you know, the different polishes and everything on it. So I really never had to wash that car. So that's the only thing the rain does to me. I don't care about driving it in the rain. I'm not one of these guys like, oh, the car's gonna be totaled if you drive it in the rain. Not that guy, but I definitely don't like having to wash the car all the time. It's just me, that's just Griff. But listen, I'm not gonna hold you guys long. I do wanna tell you about a few things, some observations that I noticed about this car so far. And as I drive it a little bit more, I'm gonna give you even more observations about this car. So the very first thing I wanna go over is, listen, you guys know me, I'm 6'4", 240. I'm not a big, huge guy. I don't have to shop in the big and tall section, but you know, I'm a tall guy, 6'4", 240. Listen, this car is hard to get in and out if you're a certain size. Now, my wife is 5'7". The car sits really low to the ground, so she doesn't have any problems getting out. She steps a foot out and gets right out of this car. Me, man, I'm low to the ground. My knees are hurting, my back is... I'm being funny, but listen, it is definitely a little more difficult to get out of this car. So that's just something that you guys need to know, right? If you got bad knees, bad back, you know, you're gonna probably, it's a long way down, long way up, okay? That's the first observation. Second observation is this engine gets hot. I mean, hot. You know, when I bring this, bear in mind, guys, I'm not driving the car crazy yet. I haven't even reached the break-in period because, again, I haven't been able to go anywhere because we've had different things going on weekend to weekend. So I haven't even had an opportunity to get into the car. But when I bring this thing back and put it in the garage, listen, this thing is hot. I mean, it is super hot. I've never seen anything so hot before. So it's just an observation. From what I understand, it's just the way it is. I've heard other folks say the same thing. So it's just, the engine gets really hot back there, okay? Next observation is visibility. Now, you probably know this stuff already, but until you own the vehicle and you're actually driving it around and trying to back out and do different things, the visibility is terrible. The 2 side mirrors, typical side mirrors like any other car. You're gonna use them the way you use them, everything is cool. But if you wanna back this thing up, typically we look over our shoulder a little bit, or we use the camera, combination of the camera and look over the shoulder. But if you look over the shoulder, this is, where is it? That's pretty much all you see, okay? You see blackness. You can't see anything when you do one of these except the engine bay back there. So if you're looking to back up like this, it's not gonna work out for you. The rear view mirror. The rear view mirror is cool. However, it's definitely something that you need to get used to. The first time I turned it on, it made me cross-eyed and I thought I was gonna swerve off the road. So definitely when you're using that camera mirror, put it on before you leave the house, let your eyes get acclimated to it, and then maybe you'll have a better experience. But your man Griff turned it on a major highway while he was driving, and my eyes just kind of went crazy. So, you know, not the best, but the visibility is definitely a little challenging in this vehicle. Not enough for me to want to give it back, but the visibility is definitely a little challenging. GT2 seats, okay? Beautiful seats. Again, I'm not a big guy. I'm 6'4", 240. You know, don't need to shop in a big and tall shop, but for a bigger person, it's, you know, these seats could be a little uncomfortable, you know, for a wider person. I have my bolstering all the way deflated. So I don't have any bolstering right now. and the seats are still, you know, pretty heavily bolstered. You know what I mean? I can feel it in my back. It's comfortable. You know, I'm not gonna lie, the seats are comfortable for me, but again, for somebody that's a little bit bigger, you might want to consider the, you know, the standard seats, even though these are pretty, you know, two-tone, but just an observation. Another observation, some paint imperfections. I think they talked about that stuff online. Yeah, your man Griff has been subjected to some paint imperfections. Not enough for me to want to take the car back. Just some minor blemishes and stuff that I observed. I'm gonna keep an eye on them, of course, because if anything gets worse, definitely gonna take it in and have that resolved. Now, 12-month period, very important. If you observe anything with this vehicle, make sure you get it resolved within the first 12 months, because after that, they get a little bit flaky, okay? Next thing is the panel gaps. I had heard about this stuff, but hope it wouldn't have happened to me, but my driver's side door seam, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. You run your finger over the seam, you can't even tell. On the passenger side, you run your fingers over the seam, shoot, you run into a stoppage. I got about a 1/4 inch lift on the passenger side door seam. I think I might take that in and ask about that, but I think, you know, GM has its limitations to a certain spec. If it's within a certain spec, they're not going to do anything, but definitely notice that. The other thing is, this thing burns gas, okay? It burns a lot more gas than the C7. Now, mind you, I'm not on the car yet. It's not even broken in. So your man Griff is taking it easy. We're baby in the car. We're trying to break it in the right way. But this thing eats a lot of gas, and it eats it quick, okay? So it's something that you guys are gonna wanna be aware of. It definitely eats some gas. And then the last observation that I have is, I should have got the front lift. The reason why I say that is, it's more or less for peace of mind, okay? My driveway is pitched, it comes up on a hill, so I gotta kind of back in on an angle to get in my driveway, which has never been a problem for me. Griff is a driver, I know how to do these things, so it's not a problem. But where the problem lies is when I take the car in to have anything done to it. As you guys know, I have the front splitter on the car. I put that on myself. It makes the car a little bit lower. So now every place you take it, if somebody has to do anything to it, they have to be mindful of that. When I got the windows tinted, I told the guy, listen, be careful, it's low. He's like, oh wow, yeah, look at that. He goes, don't worry, Griff, we got you. We know how to come in and out on an angle. He said, I'll take the car back myself, so not gonna have any problems. But if I had the lift, I would have had more peace of mind. When I got the wheels put on, same situation. I was a nervous wreck at this wheel place, but the guys actually did a really, really, really good job. But when they were taking the car in, nervous wreck, okay? They were good. They also knew to take the car in an angle. But if I had the lift, it would have given me a little bit more peace of mind. So if I can do anything different and go back and build this car over again, for Griff, that would be the only thing that I add to the vehicle is the front lift. I'd probably spend a couple extra bucks for the peace of mind to have the front lift. So, hey, listen, you live and you learn. Next time. But listen, I got some video of the car. You guys have seen what I posted last week, so you saw what the car looked like with the silver wheels on it. Now you get a chance to see the vehicle with the black wheels on it. So check out these next few videos, a couple pictures, and I'll catch you guys next week.
Guys, as I mentioned before, if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of good content ahead.
We're almost there, fellas. We're almost there. Let's see what we got.